Now, we are rapidly building towards one of the greatest tournament arcs in anime history, definitely the best there's gonna be in modern history. And week by week, the grudges, foreshadowing, and connection between all these characters are growing stronger, that when this tournament comes around, it's gonna be crazy. Now, what anime am I talking about? To Be Hero X. And in this anime, it's an anthology series where we go character by character, each character within the top 10 heroes, as they are the only ones able to compete in this tournament, and we're going through each of their backstories, motivations, goals, and connections throughout this story, leading in to the biggest tournament in anime history. Now, we already broke down majority of the top 10 heroes past, their history, and path into how they entered the top 10 and their connections and foreshadowing for what's coming next with this other group of heroes. So we did the number 2 hero Queen, the number 4 hero Ghostblade, the number 6 hero Lowly, the number 7 hero Lucky Cyan, the number 9 hero E-Soul, and the number 10 hero Nice/Linling. And today in this video, we're going to be talking about the number 5 ranked hero, the Johnnies. If you guys enjoyed this one, I suggest you go check out the rest, because like I said, it's a lot of threads and tidbits throughout each of these hero stories that brings them full circle with one another. That's once again setting up to have the best tournament arc of all time. So as usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's go ahead and get into the Johnnies. So little Johnny, to begin his story, just with all of the other characters, we see him as a kid and his mom is in the hospital. It's not looking too good for her. His dad is called away on a mission as he is a hero. He makes it back just in time and he attempts to use his abilities to help her out, as he has the ability to heal people. And this time it just didn't work for whatever reason. He couldn't heal the person he loved the most in the world. And with this, he decided to retire being a hero. Him, little Johnny, move away, start a new life somewhere else where no one knows them. But before this, he did one last mission where he had to go check a site of alien crash, where he then found Big Johnny, this animal or creature that he didn't report back to the hero organization or society at all. He decided to give it to little Johnny, something for him to take care of, get his mind off his mom for a little, and once again they decided to move away, start a new life. But that's not easy to do in this hero world, as the current hero X at this time, Vortex, was a close friend with little Johnny's dad, Shang, and with him retiring, it was Shang who helped him become Hero X, as his healing ability gave him the powers and strength he needed to win one of the Hero X tournaments. So he comes back to him, trying to get him to return as a hero to help him maintain his position as Hero X, and Shang of course refuses. This causes Vortex to get angry and he storms out. Now, little Johnny doesn't know much about his father's involvement with the heroes, how important he was. So him and his friends goes and checks out comics and everything like that, and he realizes Vortex is currently the number 1 ranked hero in the world. So he decides to run back and talk to his dad and see what all this is about. But upon returning to his dad was already brutally murdered. Now, obviously we know from Ghostblade's episodes that it was him who did this. He was hired to do a hit on Shang, and we still don't know the cause, the reason why, or anything like that. But in this moment, little Johnny believes that Vortex was the person who did this, as he saw him and his dad having a conversation with one another. He saw the conversation go south, so he believes Vortex had something to do with his dad dying. And this is when we first see the power of Big Johnny, the creature his dad found at the alien crash site that he didn't report to the hero organization or the people above him. As little Johnny gets mad and angry, Big Johnny transforms into his gigantic form, and he immediately begins to rip apart the forest and people's homes. Vortex, still being in the area, being the number 1 hero, has to fight and put down Big Johnny before this rampage continues. So he gets into a battle with Big Johnny, and this battle does not go his way. He is easily defeated by this gigantic monster, and with him him being the #1 ranked hero in the world, everything is looking bleak, it's looking lost. But little Johnny is able to tame and calm down Big Johnny using the words of his father about hope and a smile after everything you've lost. Little Johnny losing both his mom and his dad at this point, but now all he has left is Big Johnny, and them comforting one another, he returned back to his normal size. And this is what gave Little Johnny his popularity to become a hero, as everyone saw Vortex, the #1 ranked hero, Hero X at the current time, lose, and not only lose but get paralyzed by Big Johnny. But we see this 9-year-old kid tame him. Of course, we know it's because they were already friends, they were already close, he was treating him as a pet, so they had a relationship with one another. But everyone didn't know this because it was never reported that Shang found this alien or this creature at the crash site. Everyone believed this kid, Little Johnny, to have some epic or crazy power to be able to tame this animal, and this skyrocketed him into the top 10. And he wanted to use this new fame and power to find out what really happened to his dad. So he went to visit Vortex and told him he's not gonna stop until he finds out what really happened. This fast forwards us 17 years later to the current time period, where we know he gets sent on a mission to be partners with Ghostblade, once again the person who actually did kill his father. And we do see the whole storyline once again of Loli revealing that Ghostblade was following her best friend Noah. The fear toxins getting into the air, causing everyone to overthink and their biggest insecurities and problems, and just basically hallucinate. They're all being delusional at this point, and Ghostblade goes and takes out DJ Shindig, who is the cause of all this going on. But in the meanwhile, Little Johnny is having flashbacks and PTSD of his dad's death and not being there to stop it, prevent it from happening. And with him getting sadder, angry, rage growing. But eventually the Johnnies pass out due to this depression of him thinking he was unable to successfully save his dad once again. We then cut to a scene of Queen finally going on her vacation and making a call to Lucky Cyan about this, inviting her as well. This is important because all this is about to collide in episode 20 in this upcoming week. Following this though, the Johnnies wake up after passing out. Loli's dad tells him what happened, everything that went on, how Dr. Shindig spread this fear of depression into everyone except Ghostblade. He was able to neutralize the situation, also explaining the Spotlight organization to him and that more people are aware of this mission than previously thought, but they're gonna continue ahead with it. Now Ghostblade, he receives a phone call and he's talking to Rock. If you guys remember Uncle Rock from Yang Chen's episode, he's the one moving like eyes in behind the scenes who hired Ghostblade to kill Johnny's father 17 years ago. Now he wants him to eliminate the Johnnies, both of them. He believes they're going to become a future danger or problem, and with this mission already being so dangerous and notable, he thinks Ghostblade will be able to eliminate them and not raise much suspicion to himself. But it turns out Rock is looking to double cross Ghostblade as he goes and gets into the car with Yang Shen, the new ESO, and says that he doesn't know if he could trust Ghostblade anymore. Because remember, in my Ghostblade video I explained that once he knew Noah, his daughter, was going on this mission with Loli and her dad, Ghostblade offered to join in on this mission, and Rock found that very suspicious. He thinks it's because Ghostblade knows about the Johnnies and Big Johnny's superpower of him being an alien, his transformation, everything like that. Because remember, Ghostblade was there, he also saw Big Johnny beat the #1 hero at the time, Vortex. So Rock thinks he's protecting the Johnnies, or he knows something, information about them. So he doesn't believe he could trust Ghostblade anymore. So he tasks Yang Chen with making sure the Johnnies and Ghostblade are both eliminated. And Yang Chen, the new ESO, accepts this, saying that's less people he will have to compete with in the upcoming Hero X tournament. When this mission is officially getting started, Loli's dad asks her to stay behind because He now knows this mission is more dangerous than ever. He wants to protect her. This makes her angry, but she gives Noa, Ghostblade's daughter, a tracker so that she could find her no matter what type of danger she's in. And then the mission commences. All these different alien pods and they're surveying the area, and the Johnnies, they fall into a hole. Ghostblade then sees this as the opportunity to separate himself from the crew and go and take out the Johnnies. Now upon doing this, they find a secret room before he's able to take him out, but the Johnnies are none the wiser to what Ghostblade is trying to do. But before Ghostblade can even get in the attempt to take them out and kill him, Yang Chen pops out and tries to eliminate the Johnnies, and Ghostblade protects them. So now we get an amazing fight back and forth between ESO and Ghostblade, and currently it looks like ESO has the upper hand the way this fight played out. While Ghostblade was trying to fend him off, protect the Johnnies at the same time, ESO was able to cause multiple moments of separation with his power, his electricity, and really just speed blitz both of them, trap Big Johnny against the wall. And meanwhile, while this battle is going on, Noa and Loli's father are alone at this time, and they run into Nice, Ling the commoner. Now we don't know what version this is, because once again, if you go back to my first To Be a Hero X video, we know the original Nice killed himself. He committed suicide. Now this could be him, and we might find out some truth to why he did this, or this still could be Ling the commoner, because remember at the end of Ling's story, when he finally went back to talk to Moon, he found her on the beach. ESO pulled up and killed her, and we never got any resolution to that storyline. We was expecting it to come back full circle, but with Yang Chen being here and now Nice as well, it's possible they have some type of deal, or they corrupted him in some way, shape, or form, or this possibly can still be the original Nice. But we know he's evil, he's on time, and as he tries to kill Loli's dad and Noa, and he asks where the rest of their group is, because he's gonna take them out as well. But just as he goes for a strike to put them down, Loli jumps in to save the day. Having given the tracker to Noa, was able to locate her easily, and a battle between them takes off as well. This is where the Johnny's episode officially ends, his story, his arc. But episode 20, all these stories converge into the main timeline. So we got everyone's backstory, and they're all about to be here at the same time. And we know this because if we go back to Queen's episodes, we know at the very end she's already driving to go on vacation with Lucky Cyan. Just like we got the scenes in this episode of her initially asking her and her getting in the car and everything like that, we saw at the end of her episodes when they were driving, Big Johnny transformed into his gigantic form. I think they're about to run into this secret mission that the Johnnies was on and join the fight to take down Yang Chen and Knights to find out what's really going on. So all these characters and heroes that I have went over so far, all of their storylines is about to collide all at once. That's including Knights / Ling the commoner, ESO, Lucky Cyan, Queen, Loli, Ghostblade, and the Johnnies. That's 7 of the top 10 heroes. Now I don't know if the other 3 are gonna come play a part, but with all of them being in the story at the same time, possibly getting more action-packed fights between all of them, maybe the truth will be revealed about Rock. This is a lot we're getting even before the official Hero X tournament. Like I said, that's the end of the Johnny's episode arc. We have a lot to look forward to. Episode 20 isn't specific for any hero, and I think that's because once again the storylines are all converging at once. But after that, we need to do Dragon Boy, Ahu, and the current mystery hero X. But other than that, they're about to stick the landing with this show, with converging everyone's storylines, all these connections, these tidbits, this foreshadowing of these meetings between these characters and past situations that they don't even know about dealing with one another. It looks like To Be a Hero X carefully crafted this world, these characters, and had the outcome predetermined. So it looks like we're gonna get exactly what we want. And episode 20 of To Be a Hero X is looking like, with everything we've seen so far, this is possibly not just the best episode of this series, but possibly anime episode of the year. And you guys know I originally started this series saying To Be a Hero X was in my running for anime of the year. So if they stick the landing like I think they're about to, just look out. But as usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.